What is up, YouTube guys and girls? I am Shade, and we are back with part 2 of one of the most annoying GTA players I have ever met to this day. And I've met quite a few, but this guy has got to be on the top of my list so far. So what's happening now is this guy went from a whole run and gun thing to... He literally messaged me on Xbox and he asked me, like, what clubhouse should I get? You know, like, I'm kind of thinking, should I just be a beach tryhard? I'm like... what? You know, like, what's that even mean? Like, I get the whole, like, I'm a bass player, I'm a beach player thing, but he went directly, like, it's just like someone flipped a switch or something on this guy. Like, he literally said, and I quote, I swear he said, should I live the beach try-hard life? And I was thinking, are you trying to make, like, a GTA travel blog or something? Like, I don't even know what that means, honestly. Like, you know, like, I don't even know anymore at this point. But before all this happened, he tried to snipe me on the beach before using only a marksman. So I guess he, like, got serious, like, looked up some stuff on YouTube, like, stepped up his game. He got a heavy sniper Mark II, and he's like, I have the same one you have, 1v1 me on the beach. I'm like, okay. And as you saw in the last clip, I was just getting out, like, my stuff, whatever, and he shot me already and trying to just, you know, get that upper hand on me. And whenever I go into a fight, like, regardless of how petty this guy has been, I would always play clean. And then if he broke a rule, if he started playing dirty, whatever, that's when I would just go full out on him, basically. So right here in this 1v1, we're both playing clean, obviously. Like, he's gotten killed a couple times, but he's like, whatever. And as you see, when I see him running out on the beach right here, I'm not trying to get an upper hand on him. I literally turn away, I start spinning around, I watch his blip until he's, like, actually ready to fight me, and then I'll zoom in the scope. So this whole entire fight, I never tried to have an advantage on him, basically. I never tried to already have my scope ready. I never easy way out if he hit me once and I didn't hit him. Nothing like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed up this entire deathmatch right now. So I start getting a lot more kills on him than he has on me, and because every time he starts losing, he gets all petty about it, he starts playing dirty again. So he starts easy way outing every time I spawn down the beach from him, every time I hit him once, and it's just, it keeps happening like that for the rest of the deathmatch. So this whole free mode war started because he was on passive and he ran up to me and he tried to passive pop me, but he was super slow at it, so I could easy way out in time and he didn't get the kill. So this guy tried to apologize and redeem himself many times before this. So for me, that was his final chance, basically. And everything from this point on got way uglier than they should have been. So before we get into this whole free mode fight, there was a guy in the lobby who had kept asking me to 1v1 him on base, and I told him I'm going after somebody in this session right now, so I can't. And a little bit later he asked me to invite him to my MC, so I was like, alright. He said he didn't want to kill me, and just like seconds after that I noticed he's in a jet and he's going after the same guy I'm going after. So I can see right there how it definitely looks like I planned to jump this dude in this lobby. So this whole thing goes down, and he runs off to his apartment for about 20-ish minutes, I think. And he sends me a message and says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll be back out. I'm not done with you yet." But the thing is that when he said that is he never actually fought me that much after he said that. He let two other people do it. And I'm pretty sure that's because he thought that I was purposely jumping him, like earlier in this session, when, it was a 2v1, but it was never like intentionally meant to happen. He basically had these two little sweat BST wannabes come after me, and he was just running around, just kind of like watching it. He wasn't actually fighting me because God knows he can't. He had to have two other people come in and just basically BST and ghost and keck me on a beach. This whole thing is going down, and I called him out for it. I'm like, "Are you serious?" And he swore to me that he had no idea who these two players were. He's like, "I have one other person in this lobby I know, but they're not even fighting you," and blah blah blah. But you mean to tell me that these two people are only coming after me and they don't kill you at all because they respect one other random person in this session, And I have his blip highlighted, and you can see right there, they're not even touching him. They're just mainly focused on me. Despite all this guy is still trying to make up excuses and be my friend. And I tell him, I'm like, "Are you serious? Like, you really think I'm your friend and you think I'm cool with you?" And I pretty much just tell him that, and he blows up on me. So he sends me this. So I go to the lengths to block him because he keeps messaging me and just blowing up everything on my Xbox basically. And his friend messages me after he realizes that I blocked him. So he's like, "We want to do a 2v1 with you just for fun." And I was thinking, that's just kind of random to ask because I'm not even cool with this guy whatsoever. So I end up asking them, "What about a 2v2? And his friend was like, "Oh, I can explain why we can't do that," basically. And I was like, that sounds really shady to me. So I invited him to a private lobby thinking it was just me, and it was actually NightFall and I. So we ended up jumping this guy together. And at first it was a 2v2 because he brought his friend along. But then his friend left and it was just Frankie Dog. So this is the thing to end everything. I have not heard from him since.
What do you mean? What's gonna happen? I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, don't shoot, don't shoot.
No. Why'd he kill me?
Oh man. I rather have one than a running gun with this. I don't have no good weapons. I think we get a sniper. Look out, bro. It's swinging rockets. I knew it.
What the hell?
I mean, I don't mind. I'm not even put it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a rocket. I don't have any of this, and so I'm not gonna. You've heard it.
No! Come on!